Every street was empty, every window dark. Still you built a sanctuary inside my restless heart. I walk beneath the midnight signs with questions burning through my mind. The city moved, but I stood still, too tired to run, too proud to kneel. I passed the church on 7th Street. Its wooden doors were closed to me, but through the silence, soft and clear, I felt your presence drawing near. No choir filled the room, no preacher called my name, but mercy found me in the dark, and nothing stayed the same. This night became a cathedral when I called out to you. The neon turned to halos, and the broken light came through. Jesus, you met me in the shadows where I thought no one could see. This night became a cathedral when you came and found me. You found me, you found me in the middle of the city. You found me. The rain reflected red and gold across the pavement, bright and cold. I heard the traffic fade away, as if the whole world stopped to pray. I had no perfect words to bring, no strength, no song, no offering, just one confession through my tears. Jesus, I need you with me here. Then every fear I carried began to lose its claim. Your love was louder than the noise, your grace outshone my shame. This night became a cathedral when I called out to you. The neon turned to halos, and the broken light came through. Jesus, you met me in the shadows where I thought no one could see. This night became a cathedral when you came and found me. You do not wait behind the doors. You meet us on forgotten floors. You walk the alleys of our pain and speak our weary hearts by name. No place too lost, no hour too late, no soul beyond the reach of grace. No street too dark, no wound too deep. The shepherd still comes for his sheep. Every street was empty, every window dark. Still you built a sanctuary street became holy. Every street was empty, every window dark. Still you built a sanctuary inside my restless heart. A light in every window, a light along the street. Little signs of heaven waking up in me. The corner store was closing, the trains were running late. A woman held an umbrella beside the station gate. A stranger stopped to help her. No cameras, no applause, just kindness in the rainfall, with no demand or cause. Across the road, a father carried his sleeping child, and for a breath the restless night became a little mild. I kept looking for a miracle written across the sky, but you were moving quietly in ordinary lives. There was a light in every window, a mercy in every room. Your love was moving through the city like flowers breaking through. Jesus, I thought that you were distant, but you were closer than I knew. There was a light in every window, and every light led back to you. A light in every window, a light along the street. Little signs of heaven waking up in me. A nurse stepped from the hospital, her tired eyes still kind. A young man gave his only coat to someone left behind. A kitchen stayed open for those who had no home, and somewhere in an upstairs room a widow prayed alone. No thunder split the skyline, no angels filled the air, but every act of faithful love was proof that you were there. I kept asking for your kingdom to fall before my eyes, but it was growing all around in small and hidden signs. There was a light in every window, a mercy in every room. Your love was moving through the city like flowers breaking through. Jesus, I thought that you were distant, but you were closer than I knew. There was a light in every window, and every light led back to you. A light in every window, a light along the street. Little signs of heaven waking up in me. Maybe holiness is quieter than I expected it to be. Maybe heaven leaves its fingerprints on everything we see. A hand held out, a meal prepared, a name remembered, a burden shared. You are in the giving, you are in the grace, you are in the moment when love takes someone's place. You are in the waiting, you still here. The city kept on moving. The night was not yet through, but now I saw 1,000 lights, and everyone said you.
I thought I had to clean the room before I let you enter. Hide the bottles, hide the dust, and make myself look better. But I had nothing left to hide. The night had pulled it from me, and there beneath the kitchen light, your mercy came and found me. The clock was glowing 12:03. The whole apartment sleeping. I sat alone beside the sink, too worn to stop from weeping. I told you all the things I feared, the failures I remember. I waited for a voice of blame, but only heard surrender. You found me after midnight, when every mask came down.
You found me in the silence,
When no one else was around.
you did not ask for answers,
You did not turn away.
you found me after midnight.
And loved me where I lay. I used to think that holy meant a life without a fracture, that you would only stay with those who held themselves together. But Jesus, you stepped through the mess and sat beside my sorrow. You did not promise easy roads. You promised me tomorrow.
You found me after midnight,
When every mask came down.
you found me in the silence,
When no one else was around.
you did not ask for answers,
You did not turn away.
you found me after midnight.
And loved me where I lay. I had rehearsed my shame like a sentence I deserved, but you spoke my name with kindness and changed the final word. I thought that I was ruined. You called me still your own. I thought I had been wandering. You said I was coming home.
and found me in the night. Grace did not wait for morning.
Love called me by my name.
You did not come to shame me.
You came to break my chain.
You found me after midnight, when every mask came down. When every mask came down, you found me in the silence. You found me in the silence.
When no one else was around.
Oh, you did not ask for answers. You did not ask for answers. You did not turn away. You did not turn away. You found me after midnight
And loved me where I lay.
You found me after midnight.
Before the morning came.
You gathered every broken part.
And called me by my name.
Now even in the darkest hour,
I know I am not alone.
you found me after midnight.
And gently led me home. The clock was glowing 12:03, but something new had started. The room was still, the night remained, but I was not abandoned. The night had almost ended. The rooftops turned to gold. A line of light crossed every wall and warmed the morning cold. I stood beside the window with nothing left to prove, and watched the dark surrender the way my heart had to. I'd searched through empty streets for something I could trust. I had built my hope on fragile things and watched them turn to dust. But through the longest hours, your mercy stayed inside, a quiet flame that would not fade, a promise through the night. Jesus in the rising light, Jesus in the morning. Every shadow leaves the room the moment you are calling. Jesus, you have brought me here through every sleepless night. Now all I see before me is Jesus in the rising light. The city slowly opened its windows to the day. The streets that held my loneliness were washed in silver rain, and every face I passed became a life you deeply knew. No stranger moved beyond the reach of love that came from you. I thought salvation waited beyond some distant door. But grace was walking next to me, and had been all along. Jesus in the rising light, Jesus in the morning. Every shadow leaves the room the moment you are calling. Jesus, you have brought me here through every sleepless night. Now all I see before me is Jesus in the rising light. Rising light, living Christ, you were with me through the night. Oh, you are not only in the dawn or moments bright and clear. You were there when all I had was one unfinished prayer. You were there inside the silence. You were there beneath the rain. You were there when I could only whisper Jesus through the pain. Now the morning does not prove that darkness was not real. It proves that darkness never had the final word to seal. You are the light of the world, the hope no night can hide, the Word who stood before the dawn and called the day to life. You are the light of the world, the truth that sets us free, the Lamb who walked into the grave and rose in victory. Let every window open, let every heart receive. The rising Christ is with us, the one in whom we breathe. Let every city waken, let every nation sing. The morning has a name now, and Jesus is the King. The night could not defeat you, the grave could not contain you. Jesus in the rising light, Jesus in the morning. Every shadow leaves the room the moment you are calling. Jesus, you have brought us here through every sleepless night. Now all we see before us is Jesus in the rising light. Jesus, light of every heart. Jesus, hope of heaven. You have turned the darkest road into a path of blessing. Jesus, keep our eyes on you until our faith is sight. You are the first and final sun, the ever-rising light. Rising light, living Christ, you were with us through the night. Rising light, risen King, let the waking city sing. From once the world was shades of gray, the sky, the walls, the passing days. I learned to move without a sound and keep my eyes upon the ground. things that once could make me smile felt distant for a little while. I thought the light had disappeared, but you were slowly drawing near. You showed me colors I had forgotten, gold in the morning, blue in the rain, green in the places I thought were barren, redemption growing from all of my pain. Jesus, you opened my eyes to wonder. You taught my heart how to hope again. You showed me colors I had forgotten and called me back into life again. A child was laughing down the street. The sunlight warmed the concrete. A tree was bending in the wind, and something in me moved again. I heard a song from years before, through someone else's open door, and every note became a thread that led me from the life I fled. You showed me colors I had forgotten, gold in the morning, blue in the rain, green in the places I thought were barren, redemption growing from all of my pain. Jesus, you opened my eyes to wonder. You taught my heart how to hope again. You showed me colors I had forgotten and called me back into life again. You did not rush the healing, you did not force the light. You stayed through every quiet day and every sleepless night. You placed no shame upon the scars, you called them proof of where you are. And slowly, where the numbness grew, you planted something bright and new. I see mercy in the sunrise, I see kindness in the trees, I see promise in the open sky, and grace in every breeze. I see Jesus in the healing, I see love in what remains, I see beauty rising from the dust, and longer barren, redemption growing from all of my pain. Jesus, you opened my eyes to wonder. You taught my heart how to hope again. You showed me colors I had forgotten, and called me back into life again. Colors I had forgotten.
The radio was whispering through waves of fading sound. I turned the dial from left to right, but nothing clear came through. Above the roofs the stars were bright, but felt a world away. I wondered if you heard my voice, or watched me lose my faith. I searched for you in every sign, in headlights passing by, in every song I used to know, in every sleepless night. I thought your silence meant you left, that heaven had gone still. But underneath the noise and fear, your heart was with me still. Maybe I was listening for thunder in the sky, while you were speaking quietly beneath the noise inside. There was static between the stars, but your voice was never gone. I could not hear you through the dark, but you were holding on. Jesus, even in the silence, you were closer than my heart. There was static between the stars, but nothing kept us apart. Nothing kept us apart. Nothing kept us apart. The morning had not reached the street. The night was holding fast, but something in my restless soul began to breathe at last. No sudden light, no blazing sign, no answer written clear, just peace arriving like a song that only I could hear. You did not need to raise your voice to call me back again. One quiet word of faithfulness could not feel you. You were still near when I could not hear you. You still heard every tear when I stopped believing. You remain true. The silence never meant I had been abandoned by you. You speak in mercy, you speak in peace. You speak until the fear in me begins to release. You speak through waiting, you speak through pain. You call the scattered pieces home and make me whole again. I thought the heavens had gone quiet, but you were saying my name. There was static between the stars, but your voice was never gone. I could not hear you through the dark, but you were holding on. Jesus, even in the silence, you were closer than my heart. There was static between the stars, but nothing kept us apart. Nothing kept us apart. Through every way, through every dark, nothing kept us apart. The radio kept whispering as morning touched the roofs, and somewhere in the fading noise, I knew the voice was you.
I thought the miles between us,
Were measured by my faith.
and every time I stumbled,
You move farther away.
I watched the city vanish
Behind the window glass,
and wondered if your mercy.
could still reach where I was.
I thought the years of running had carried me too far, that heaven would not recognize the shape of my tired heart.
But every road behind me,
Was covered by your grace,
and even in my wandering,
you never left my place.
there is no distance from your heart.
No road beyond your reach.
No night so deep, no fear so strong,
That you cannot find me.
Jesus, wherever I may go,
Your love is where you are.
there is no distance, no distance from your heart.
When guilt became a language,
I spoke without a sound,
you answered every accusation.
with mercy all around.
You did not wait in anger,
You ran to meet me there,
and held me like the distance
had never filled the air.
when grief became an ocean.
And hope was hard to see,
Your spirit moved across the waves.
and stayed beside me.
No height, no tomorrow
No shadow from the past
could separate the heart you chose. into the morning,
you are already there.
if I fall into the darkness,
Your hand is waiting there.
if I cross the farthest ocean,
Your presence goes before.
there is nowhere in creation
Where your love is not the shore.
neither death nor life,
Neither death nor height,
not the fear of tomorrow,
not the weight of tonight,
not the things I have done,
not the things yet unknown.
nothing in all of creation
Can take me from your love.
You are closer than breathing, you are stronger than shame,
You are here in the waiting.
and you still know my name.
You are faithful in silence.
You are near in the dark,
There is no distance.
no distance from your
I
heart.
thought I had to find
My way back,
but you had never let me go. There is no distance from your heart.
no road beyond your reach,
No night so deep, no fear so strong.
that you cannot find me.
Jesus, wherever I may go,
Your love is where you are.
there is no distance, no distance from your heart. There is no distance from your heart.
No power can separate
The ones you hold, the ones you call,
the ones your blood is saved.
Jesus, forever I am yours.
Held safely where you are.
There is no distance, no distance from your heart.
No road too long,
No night too dark, no distance from your heart. I am running toward the morning. I can see it breaking through. Every shadow falls behind me. Every road is leading you. I am running toward the morning with your promise in my lungs. Jesus, after all the silence, I can hear the rising sun. The city blurs beside me. The night gives up its claim. The streets that held my questions now echo with your name. I used to fear the distance. I used to count the scars, but mercy turned a broken road into a trail of stars. I do not need to know how every mile will end. I only need the light ahead and you beside me, friends. I am running toward the morning. I can see it breaking through. Every shadow falls behind me. Every road is leading. the dark. The shame that tried to stop me can no longer reach my heart. You did not clear the whole road. You gave me strength to move, and every step of faith became a deeper trust in you. I do not need the map, I know the shepherd's voice. The road may bend beneath my feet, but still my soul rejoices. I am running toward the morning. I can see it breaking through. Every shadow falls behind me. Every road is leading you. I am running toward the morning with your promise in my lungs. Jesus, after all the silence, I can hear the rising sun. I am not running from the darkness, I am running to your face. I am not chasing empty answers, I am following your grace. I am not trying to outrun sorrow, I am learning how to trust. You are turning every ending into resurrection dust. One more step, one more breath. You are life beyond the death. One more mile, one more song. You are faithful all along. The morning is coming, the night cannot stay. The stone has been rolled and the grave lost its clay. The morning is coming, your kingdom is near. The light of Christ is rising and driving out the fear. The morning is coming, I know who you are, the bright and living Jesus. The hope inside my heart, I can see the first light, and I know you brought me here. I can see the first light, and I know you brought me here. I am running toward the morning. Now the sky is breaking through. Oh, every shadow falls behind me. Every road is leading you. I am running toward the morning with your praise upon my tongue. Jesus, after all the silence, I can hear the rising sun. Toward the morning, toward the light, Christ before us, through the night. Toward the morning, we will run till the whole world sees the sun. The city wakes behind me, the sky is turning gold. I ran into the morning and found you on the road. Every screen was calling, every voice was loud. 1,000 scattered messages were pulling at me now. The city kept on flashing its promises in blue, but underneath the endless sound, I still was searching you.
I filled the room with music so I would not have to hear the questions I had buried, the shape of every fear.
I thought that truth would find me if I just stayed awake, but all the noise around my heart made every signal break.
And you said,
be still,
and the rhythm slowed.
you said to come near,
And the silence opened,
you called my name,
and I finally knew
the voice beneath the noise was you.
your voice came through the noise,
Clearer than the city,
stronger than the feet,
steadier than me.
Jesus, when the world was shouting,
You spoke a word of peace
your voice came through the noise.
and called my heart to breathe. Through the noise, through the noise, you called my heart to breathe. You did not speak in thunder, you did not shake the ground. Your mercy moved like morning without a single sound. You met me in the stillness where all my striving ceased, and every restless part of me began to rest in peace.
You were not in the pressure to prove that I was strong. You were in the quiet truth that I still belong. You did not add another weight to everything I bore. You spoke one word of faithful love, and I could hear once more.
You said, be still,
And the rhythm slowed,
you said, come near,
and the silence opened,
you called my name,
and I finally knew
the voice beneath the noise was your voice came through the noise, clearer than the city, stronger than the fear, steadier than me. Jesus, when the world was shouting, you spoke a word of peace.
your voice came through the noise.
And called my heart to breathe. When shame says I am finished,
You say I am restored.
when fear says I am helpless,
You say I am still
when
yours.
doubt says you have left
Your
me.
promise still remains.
The loudest lie can never drown the kindness in your name.
Speak again over the worry.
Speak again over the hurt.
Speak again over the lie.
Let your truth be all in my
again.
life.
Speak again
Over the pressure,
Speak again.
you are my anchor.
Speak again.
Until I see
Your voice.
this is all I need.
You call my heart to breathe.
And I remembered
Your voice came through the noise.
clearer than the city, stronger than the fear, steadier than me. Jesus, when the world was shouting, you spoke a word of peace. Your voice came through the noise and called my heart to breathe. Through the noise, through the noise,
You call my heart to breathe.
through the noise, through the noise, your truth is carrying me.
The city kept on talking.
But it no longer ruled.
I heard your voice beneath it all.
And knew that it was you. Streetlights stretch behind me like chains across the road. I carried every failure as if it were my own. But somewhere in the distance, a new horizon burned, and every step toward Jesus became a point of no return. The night had made me hopeless, the fear had made me weak, the shame had built a prison and taught my heart to speak. It said that I was finished, too far beyond repair, but mercy crossed the darkness and found me standing there. I heard the locks begin to break, I felt the walls release, the voice that called me from the grave was calling me to peace. The night could not hold me, the chains could not stay. Jesus, you called me and I ran from the grave. The darkness was shaking the moment you spoke. The night could not hold me when your light gave me hope. I am running, I am free. What was buried now can breathe. I left the old names lying like shadows in the rain. Condemned became forgiven, and captive lost its claim. The road was still uncertain, the dawn was not yet clear, but I no longer walked alone. Your presence met me here. I heard the locks begin to break, I felt the walls release, the hands that carried all my sin were reaching out to me. The night could not hold me, the chains could not stay. Jesus, you called me and I ran from the grave. The darkness was shaking the moment you spoke. The night could not hold me when your light gave me hope. I know the night will speak again, I know the fear may call, but neither one can change the truth that you have paid it all. I am not what shame remembers, I am not my yesterday. I belong to Christ forever, and no darkness takes that name. Who broke the chain? Jesus. Who called my name? Jesus. Who rolled the stone away from my soul? Jesus. Jesus. Who streetlights disappeared as morning touched the road. The night could never hold a heart that Jesus owned.